would tell my story just so you guys can kind of know what I've been through and where I'm going and what I'm going to be doing in the future. I've been a cancer patient for the last 8 years. It started in my tongue, which is really weird because I'm not even a smoker, nor have I ever tried. And from there I've had numerous surgeries. The last year I've had 7 surgeries. So year and a half I've had like 7 surgeries. And the cancer eventually traveled from my neck and going to my brain into my lymph nodes. And the last year was one of the craziest years of my life. I've lost 50 pounds. Chemo skinny. I have seen the darkest of days, but I have never once felt alone. I've always had an amazing support group. During my darkest times, my mom was able to take time off with me. I have amazing 2 girls. I have a husband. I have amazing friends. And I have Jesus, my Savior, who's never left my side. Even going into surgery before, you're alone sometimes for hours waiting to go into surgery, and I never felt alone, and there was always someone there, going through the same battle as me, and I almost thought sometimes I looked at them as angels, like, you're here to talk to me, and we're having normal conversations, and, you're going through the same thing I am. And then when you're going through chemo and radiation, you're there every single day, and you make bonds. I was always so jealous of the prostate guys because they would always tell me about what they had for dinner. Well, I didn't eat nothing. I couldn't eat anything. I was covered in sores down my throat, on my neck. I barely ate anything, and they were trying to force a feeding tube down my stomach. But I never felt, well, it was me. I never felt poor girl. I almost felt sorrier for the people who had to stand beside me or see me be sick. I could see the sorrow in their eyes when I was going through my trial. I never felt sorry for myself. Even tomorrow I'm going in because I think it possibly could be in my lungs. But that's not something I'm trying to get people to look at me for. I want to look at me for living. As of right now, I'm going to start school. I lost my job of 11 years. I'm going to start school to be a medical masseuse. I was so touched by the nurses who would just come in every single day and just smile and be there for you. And I wanted to do something for them, so I'm going into a new field, and medical massage they're finding is really helping out people who's had surgery, arthritis, just really cool things. Me and a girlfriend have been making these awesome flowers for kids' hair who've lost hair, and we're giving these care packages, and we're doing necklaces, and we're just really trying to give back to the community that gave to me. I want to give back, and I want to just see the light. I was able to read a lot of books in the time that I was really sick. I never had time. I just lived my life so numb and just so day to day, and so just a robot. Go to work, come home, feed the kids. I didn't feel like I was turned on, and I feel like after this last year with my trial, God just put a little finger on my head and said, turn on and just be bright and just enjoy your life. And as simple as, the cool breeze on your skin or the sun on your back, I just feel like it's God's hug, And I've been reading these awesome books and talking about how we live our lives, and we live our lives numbly, and we don't feel it. And sometimes when we're having a bad day, we don't let ourselves cry or feel that pain, and just letting yourself cry for a day, of course not wallowing in that, but letting yourself cry, feel it, and then go on to the next day and feel joy and love and just surround yourself. I heard some I was looking online last night because, again, I'm not too prepared, but I found some really cool quotes that I wanted to share with you guys. As soon as I find them on my page, of course. I have F cancer here. Sorry. When you feel like giving up, remember why you held on so long for the first time. Don't be discouraged. It's often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. Anyone can give up. It's the easiest thing to do in the world. But to hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart, that's true strength. And I just felt like these really touched me, and I am far from giving up. I am far from going away, and I am far from letting cancer destroy me. I have too many fabulous things to do in my life, and I hope you guys are just, I already love you, you know. I already love you guys, and it's just a bond, a love, and a joy that I feel honored to have had cancer and to still be going through it. So thank you so much for what you do. I really appreciate it.
That was a great. That's one of the reasons why we do it. We don't know the people that we're here for. We don't know the people that we're going to help out in the future. But